Now, as a woman, you have no business whatsoever being in a relationship if you have nothing doing for yourself. If you have no source of income, you don't have any business with relationship. Okay? Focus on yourself, build yourself. Now, before you come for me, stay with me, listen to what I have to say, and you will see the sense in it. Hold on. Having your own source of income saves you from a whole lot. One, like being disrespected by a man. Being mentally abused, physically abused, emotionally abused. You save yourself from all that drama. It is so easy for you to let a man go if he's not meeting up to your expectations. It is easy for you to let a man go. Why? Because you have built yourself so well that you cannot settle for less. That is what you should be. That is how a woman should be. You should be a woman of value. So you do not enter into a relationship with the notion of a man has to do everything for me, get my hair done, buy my panties, buy my braziers, buy. Yes, a man, you are to be a provider. That is so true. I'm not debunking that fact. A man is meant to be a provider. But as he is providing, what are you doing for yourself as an individual? As a woman, you need to be valuable. You need to have value for yourself. It is not solely the men. What do you bring to the table for yourself, not the table of a man? What do you bring to the table for yourself? That when you sit and you look at yourself, you are so proud of yourself that this is what I have done for myself. That is what you should be looking at. So if you don't have any business, any source of income, you are not working. You do not need a dick. You do not need pennies. You need a job. My darling, you need a job. You don't need a man at this point. You need a job. That is what you need. Why am I hitting so hard? It's so funny how people send me DM, yeah? And then they say, I met a guy 3 months ago and we started making out and I just noticed that I'm pregnant and all of a sudden the man is not minding me and stuff like that. And it's hard for me to leave because I said, because that is what you want. My darling, if you come into my DM with these things, I'm just going to tell you the truth. You don't expect me to sugarcoat anything because that is what you want. Onyawo, he got you in a silver platter. It was so easy for him to get you. And he knows that you are not bringing any value because you yourself, you are not carrying any value of yourself. You don't see yourself as valuable enough. So he's going to treat you the way he wants to treat you. Because if doctors, nurses, women doctors, nurses, lawyers are even sometimes mishandled by men, and these are prominent women that have a career for themselves, are being mishandled by men, who are you that you think that men cannot do the same to you? You need to stand on something. You need to have a stream of income. You need to be valuable to yourself. When the Bible says a woman, a virtuous woman, this makes it, this is part of it. It comes together. Okay? It's all part of it. You cannot be working and just have the mentality of, I need to be all about men. Men-centered. No. Find something to do for yourself. If you are not working, you don't need a dick. You don't need a man. You don't need to be in a relationship. Yes, I'm talking to you. You don't need to be in a relationship. You can't afford to buy yourself the basic necessities. And that is why when you meet a man, we have so much expectation. We expect them to do this, to do that, to do this, to do that. Because some of the things, it is basic that if he doesn't do it for you, Krana, you should be like, oh, well, this is really not a big deal. You should be looking at the bigger picture with a man. Oh, he needs to get me a plot of land, maybe a house, a car. Those are not the basic things that buy me hair, give me money for nails, give me money for lashes, these are basic necessities that you should be able to pick it up yourself if he doesn't have the means to, or if he doesn't give it to you. You can easily do it. So on even days that he says, oh babe, I cannot really do this because I have a budget for this, be like, oh, don't worry, I can case it. Be that woman. Be that woman that can do certain things for herself and not only sitting and depending on what a man will bring to her. You have no respect, my darling. You will have no respect. Now, this may differ from person to person, but majority women, that are solely dependent on men have very little to no respect. So please, if you don't want to find yourself in that category as a woman that is literally, sorry to use the word, useless, find something doing. Okay? Find something better doing with your life. This year, say to yourself, I want to learn a skill. I want to start a business. I want to get something doing. Before you even think of man, decenter yourself from men and focus on yourself. Build yourself as an individual. Before you even think about the other gender, build yourself. That's all I came here to tell you. Once again, this is Tea Time with Amanobia, and here on this platform we discuss realistic life stories. We talk about sexual wealth, let's say sexual wealth, sexual health, sexual wellness, and we also give educational content. Your girl is open for collaborations. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode, stay logged in. Bye.